Hello, it's Natalie with Story Time. The other day I said hi to some of our Purple Dwarf friends who I know are listening every day to my stories. I just wanted to know who else is out there listening. Charlotte, are you listening to the stories every day? Alexander, I haven't heard from you for a while. If you are listening, get your mom or dad to let me know, okay? And then I can say hi to you, because I know there are probably a few of you listening that I don't know about. So yeah, I'd like to say hi, and hopefully again soon we'll be together again at Purple Door. So today I have another Robert Munsch story. I figured we needed another Robert Munsch story. This is a really old one. This is one of his first ones. This is Mud Puddle. This is a good one. They're all good, but this is a particularly good one. Old style Munch. Jewel Ann's mother bought her clean new clothes. Jewel Ann put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she walked outside and sat down under the apple tree. Unfortunately, hiding up in the apple tree, there was a mud puddle. It saw Jewel Ann sitting there, and it jumped right on her head. She got completely all over muddy. Even her ears were full of mud. Jewel Ann ran inside yelling, "Mommy, Mommy, a mud puddle jumped on me." Her mother picked her up, took off all of her clothes, and dropped her into the tub of water. She scrubbed Jewel Ann until she was red all over. She washed out her ears, she washed out her eyes, she even washed out her mouth. Jewel Ann put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she looked out the back door. She couldn't see a mud puddle anywhere, so she walked outside and sat down in her sandbox. The sandbox was next to the house, and hiding up on top of the house, there was a mud puddle. It saw Jewel Ann sitting down there, and it jumped right on her head. She got completely all over muddy. Even her nose was full of mud. Jewel Ann ran inside yelling, "Mommy, Mommy, a mud puddle jumped on me." Jewel Ann's mother picked her up, took off all of her clothes, and dropped her into a tub of water. She scrubbed Jewel Ann until she was red all over. She washed out her ears, she washed out her eyes, she washed out her mouth, and she even washed out her nose. Jewel Ann put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. Then she put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she had an idea. She reached way back in the closet and got a big yellow raincoat. She put it on and walked outside. There was no mud puddle anywhere, and she yelled, "Hey, mud puddle!" Nothing happened. So she yelled even louder, "Hey, mud puddle!" Jewel Ann was standing in the sunshine in a raincoat, getting very hot. She pulled back her hood. Nothing happened. She took off her raincoat. As soon as she took off her coat, out from behind the dog house, there came the mud puddle. It ran across the grass and jumped right on Jewel Ann's head. She got completely all over muddy. Jewel Ann ran inside yelling, "Mommy, Mommy, a mud puddle jumped on me." Her mother picked her up, took off all of her clothes, and dropped her into a tub full of water. She scrubbed Jewel Ann until she was red all over. She washed out her ears, she washed out her eyes, she washed out her mouth, she washed out her nose, she even washed out her belly button. Jewel Ann put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she sat beside the back door because she was afraid to go outside. Then she had an idea. She reached up to the sink and took a bar of smelly yellow soap. She gave it a smell. Yuck! She took another bar of smelly yellow soap and gave it a smell. Yuck! She put the smelly yellow soap in her pockets. Then she ran out into the middle of the backyard and yelled, "Hey, mud puddle!" The mud puddle jumped over the fence and ran right toward her. Julianne threw a bar of soap right into the mud puddle's middle. The mud puddle stopped. Julianne threw the other bar of soap right into the mud puddle. The mud puddle said, "Ugh, yuck, whack," and then ran across the grass, jumped over the fence, and never came back. Now what are they doing? The end. All right, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye.